Welcome back, everybody. I know it's been a while. This is Shawwin. If you saw my post, this video is one of a few that I'm going to do. We're going to group a few of these into one video. One's going to have to be on its own. And then I've got some more stuff coming from Trick or Treat Studios. We got Slappy and the Mud Monster Mask on the way. So that's going to be a good one. And if you're Batman animated series fans, I got a video coming for that too. I did get Wave 3 from Target. Also the Batman animated series Cal, the gold label from McFarlane. So we're going to take a look at those later. This video, we're going to start out with something I should have got from Barnes & Noble, but they did in fact cancel my order after pushing it back a couple times. So I just had to go to eBay. Thankfully there was an eBay seller selling these for retail and free shipping. I couldn't complain. That was awesome. I bought from that seller before, so I knew it was going to be good. However, I've had this for, I don't know, like 3 days, something like that. But I got the pop protector for it yesterday. So it's been a pop protector. And again, if you saw my post, you know what this is. It completes my Funko set, the Werewolf of Fever Swamp. So a lot of you probably have already seen this because it's been out for a little while now. But I am just absolutely floored with this. I love it. It's very cool. The only thing I think I will say is I kind of wish, one, they had the original Goosebumps cover in the back, not the reissue cover. I like the colors more on the original. And two, I actually wish it included like a larger rock base that the photo, like the Tim Jacobus artwork the photo does have. That's my only two things, because really this is like a standard pop. It could have been flocked. It looks great though, don't get me wrong, but to justify a $25 price point, I think they should have done something a little more with it. It is very cool though, and even though the eyes of the wolf are closed, this one actually has them open. I expect them to do a flocked release at some point, not in a giant collector piece like this, but we'll see what happens in the future. I'm just hoping we get more Goosebumps Funkos. And by the way, these things are selling out. I don't think that's going to be a problem. So tell me down below what you guys think are going to be the next wave of Goosebumps Funko Pops. So as I set that aside, if you follow me, you know that I ordered 2 of the Haunted Mask and 1 of all the other masks. However, Trick or Treat Studios shipping did accidentally send me a 3rd Haunted Mask. They did have me send it back to get my replacement. I do have that here. It finally came today. So very excited for that. And it is the Mummy. Now this thing looks legit. This thing looks just like the book cover. And I love it. Now I will say the only thing bad about these is the way they ship. I think they need to be put in plastic bags, Trick or Treat Studios, because if you see up here, along the sides and some on the back, because there was no padding in the box, it was actually just the crumpled paper, but it was coarse paper. So I've got some paint defect, and I don't know how well you're going to see that on camera, but it should be able to pick up all that. And it's all along the line where this would be pushed in. All the way down to the side. Now, I'm not really going to see it because once it's mounted on the wall, it's going to look like this. You're going to see it from the front, so you're not going to see it. It's not a huge deal to me. It's not a deal breaker by any means. I'm not going to send it back just for a few paint flaws. But Trick or Treat Studios, if you do watch this, I highly recommend that you bag these in plastic or something before you ship them, because the paint seems to be very fickle and actually come off. And I noticed that when the Haunted Mask was put in the same box as Curly. The one I sent back to you guys had some paint from Curly on the Haunted Mask because you had it folded inside the other mask. So I will say that's my only complaint with these. Maybe that's the paint application. Maybe it's the fact these are vinyl. I'm not really sure why the paint is just so fickle like that. But either way, the sculpt is fantastic. This looks great. I love it. So now that I have this one, I'm just waiting on Mud Monster and Slappy, which should be here. It says Tuesday. I could get it potentially sooner, but we'll see what happens. Odds are, though, it'll probably be Tuesday or Thursday. Now, this one did come early, but I don't know if that's just because of the way they shipped this one, because this one they owed me for screwing up my order. So we'll see. The last piece I'm going to show you in this video, it's a custom. It's phenomenal, and I'm going to show you on my phone, and I'll be sure to drop a link to them and tag them on Instagram as well. But just so you guys know, and I think his Instagram isn't back yet. They actually like disabled his account or did something like that on Instagram, which is really weird. He's appealing it, so it may be up by the time you get this, but he is on Facebook. So let me get that pulled up for you real quick and see if it's any different. Now, it's a personal account, I believe, on his Facebook, so I apologize, but I want to show who did this. So let me get it pulled up here. So Peyton Patron, and I could be wrong. I mean, it's Peyton Patron Sculpting, I believe, on Instagram, or it was. But he made a replica because, again, nobody does the TV show stuff anymore for whatever reason. But I bought a Werewolf Fever Swamp / werewolf skin mask. And I didn't realize it was a mask. I honestly thought at first it was going to be a bust or just a display piece. But you can actually wear this. I mean, I chose the one with the eye cuts out and it was a little bit darker complexion compared to the other one that was actually meant to be Fever Swamp. There's slight differences in the werewolves, it seems, between the episodes, but this one could definitely just go as Fever Swamp or werewolf skin, in my opinion. But look at this, guys. It looks phenomenal. Love how he got the ears. And one of the great things that he actually did to this one, much like the old 90s masks and the new Trick or Treat Studios ones, there's a Goosebumps splat. That is a nice touch, my friend. And I saw that in the photos and I was giddy. The hair is great quality hair. It's not like the cheap stuff that you would do on mass produced. And he put Velcro on the inside that you can't really see too well right here, but obviously like just a fantastic freaking mask, man. And I am just over the moon because the werewolf design for Goosebumps is one of my favorites. And this mask is just amazing. And I don't know how well it can pick it up, but he actually put what's like an acrylic thin layer like over the teeth and a little drool. So it looks wet. And that is just a nice touch, is what that is. The thing looks killer. And the sneak peek, you know, was just the mouth. So if you know the episode, you knew what this was. Because he really got this down. I love this thing. Now, I don't know if he has any more currently for sale or if he's going to make any more. I couldn't tell you. He had 2 of these at the time, and I had gotten this one. And God, guys, this is just beautiful. Even little tufts of hair on the forehead. Like, he did a nice job on this. Like, it looks great. The sculpting's great. The paint's great. You can't go wrong. If you can get one of these, I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. So that is it for this video. What I'm going to show you guys in the next video, just a sneak peek, part of that was Slappy. It's because I got a new head for my ventriloquist version of Slappy, who I got from Beyond Disgusting Studios. And yes, I said ventriloquist. So the eyes, the eyebrows, and the mouth all move ventriloquist style. That is amazing. It looks great. Now, I will say, compared to the original photo he shared, I did paint the hair, and I may have to darken the skin tone a little bit. He's as pale as me, and that's pretty damn pale. So, I may have to go in and try to match the paint of his skin on the head sculpt to his hands. But other than that, I mean, man, it looks good, and it moves great. Now, the eye kind of sticks a little bit, but it's pretty fluid overall unless you just, like, hardcore press it, and it kind of gets stuck. But still really awesome. And I'm going to show you guys that in the next video. But for now, that ends this video. And like I said, more to come, guys. I appreciate you sticking around. I hope you had a great Halloween. And until next time, followers beware. You're in for a scare.